Happy new month and welcome to our end of week news bulletin. My name is Senior Private Susan Wanjiru. The KDF Weekly Bulletin is a forum that keeps you updated by providing in-depth information on defense and security matters. In our highlights this week, more KDF troops to DRC, KDF marks World AIDS Day, Kenya Space Agency signs MOU, Comradeship Beyond Active Service, and MWAC tours Eldoret, Laikipia, and Isiolo regions. Deputy Commander Kenya Army Major General Peter Muteti flagged off the third batch of KDF troops to DRC. The contingent left to join their colleagues who left the country 2 weeks ago under the East African Community Regional Force. The Deputy Army Commander called upon the soldiers to abide by the law and protect humanity even as they endeavor to bring lasting peace in DRC, the region, and the world at large.
Major General Muteti stated that the first batch that has already been deployed to DRC is making big strides in bringing peace in eastern part of the country and asked their counterparts to be good ambassadors of the Kenya Defense Forces, as it has been the custom in all previous missions undertaken.
Mnapokwenda kule kuweni ambassadors, kusimulia namna kazi inaweza fanywa vizuri bila vurugu na kwa kutii sheria ya nchi na sheria ya vita, yani international law, na ili kwamba chochote ambacho tunafanya inakuwa kwamba kinaongozwa na maagizo ya sheria.
Moving on, the security situation in North Kivu, Eastern DRC continues to improve with holistic approach from humanitarian and security agencies. To stabilize physical security, the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Kenyan contingent under East African Community Regional Force embarked on joint patrols and capacity building through training to enhance operational effectiveness in general areas of Kibumba. The joint patrols are geared towards monitoring the implementation of Luanda Mini Summit Resolution dated 23rd November 2022 and the ongoing Nairobi process requiring cessation of hostilities by negative forces with the option of peace enforcement should diplomatic efforts fail. The National Defense University Kenya has matriculated the first batch of cadets at the institution main campus in Lanet, Nakuru County. The pioneer matriculating class has undergone a 9-month foundational military training and now embark on an academic and professional trajectory. Upon successful completion of the 3-year program, the cadets shall graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree in Defense and Security Studies from the National Defense University of Kenya. The event was presided over by the Vice Chancellor Lieutenant General Jonah Mwangi, who was accompanied by the leadership of the institution and its colleges.
In his address, the VC congratulated the matriculates for the milestone and implored them to work hard in their studies while observing high sense of discipline as potential future military leaders. The matriculating class comprised of cadets from Kenya and other allied countries, among them Burundi, Mozambique, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda.
This event symbolizes the beginning of yet another developmental milestone for the university and a momentous occasion for these cadets who were recruited in March 2022 and now entering the annals of history as the pioneer NDUK bachelor degree alumni. This is not only the commencement of an academic journey in pursuit of higher education, but also a recognition of the cadets as members of the NDUK community.
Moving on to the next story, the Kenya Defense Forces joined the rest of the world to commemorate the annual World AIDS Day under the theme Equalize. The Chief of Defense Forces, General Robert Kibochi, messaged to the military fraternity led by Major General Dr. George Ng'ang'a at Kenya Navy Base Mtongwe in Mombasa, reiterated on the importance of this day, which is internationally designated to commemorate the achievements made towards fighting the HIV/AIDS scourge.
The CDF emphasized on the goal theme of World AIDS Day 2022, Equalize, which is a call to action to address inequalities and help end HIV and AIDS. The theme resonates well with KDF mandate of securing national territorial integrity, which requires all-time readiness achieved through good health. Major General Dr. Nganga urged young soldiers to be careful and practice self-awareness precautions against the virus. The World AIDS Day is celebrated every year on 1st of December to create awareness on HIV and AIDS.
Further from that, the Kenya Space Agency signed a memorandum of understanding with the Directorate of Resource Surveys and Remote Sensing that will see the two entities partner in an array of thematic areas. The MOU will also bolster the government's efforts to combat climate change and provide a geoportal accessibility to all stakeholders to provide a crucial data.
Director of Resource Surveys and Remote Sensing stated that they are coming together to enhance their partnership in the use of space science, technology, and remote sensing. He added that by virtue of their distinct mandate, the expertise within the two agencies were quite a number of common grounds which should be exploited for mutual benefits. Key among the areas of collaboration include natural resource management, disaster response and mitigation, environmental monitoring, agriculture and food security, climate change, mining and geology, as well as monitoring the blue economy.
We will endeavor to support each other and ensure that our areas of collaboration in terms of collection of data, in terms of analysis, in terms of interpretation, generation, and dissemination of these technical reports.
The key aspiration of the Kenya Space Agency is to see enhanced utilization of space services and space-derived data in decision support to our socio-economic activities.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
As we continue, the Assistant Chief of Defense Forces in charge of personnel and logistics, Major General Muthuri Kiyugu, presided over the annual delegates meeting of the Defense Forces Comrades Association, the FOCA, on behalf of the Chief of Defense Forces, General Robert Kibochi. Speaking during the meeting, Major General Kiyugu thanked the officials for their immense contribution in the growth of the FOCA, adding that KDF leadership is willing to do more to help improve their members' well-being.
Prior to the meeting, the FOCA held a two-day medical camp and counseling program for the retirees, which touched on mental and physical health, as well as financial management. The FOCA is a trust fund non-profit making organization that promotes the welfare of registered, serving and retired members of the Kenya Defense Forces.
Very, very happy to have all of you here. Na tarajia kwamba yale yote tutazungumza hapa yatakuwa ya kufana kwetu sisi zote, sio?
The FOCA has been highly improved, and there are so many other sister associations like the DIFMIS Veterans, which was recently enacted, and many others which is coming up. We as retired people, we are very happy to see that the Armed Forces leadership, through you and the CDF, are actually looking for the welfare of the retired personnel. We are very grateful.
Once a comrade, once a comrade.
On our next story, members of the Military Wives Association of Kenya continued with their sensitization exercise to commanding officers and officers commanding at various military units in Eldoret, Laikipia, and Isiolo regions. The sensitization exercise offered an avenue for MARC to elaborate their mandate in the military and also collect views from the officers on how to better their services as they project to cascade the membership across all ranks. The team led by the Military Wives Association of Kenya chairperson, Mrs. Tabitha Kibochi, said the association intends to leave a mark in the military families by improving their welfare and well-being of the KDF fraternity.
The CEOs and OCs were taken through a brief overview of the MWAC Strategic Plan 2021 and thematic pillars of the association, among them health, education, housing, mentorship, recreation, well-being, veteran affairs, financial sustainability, partnerships, collaborations, among others.
Kenya Defence Forces troops in Turkana County, led by Brigadier Peter Asava, the 110 Brigade Commander, engaged with leaders from the county government in discussion aimed at enhancing peace in the region. The meeting also discussed areas of cooperation between the two entities, including civil-military, where KDF troops will continue distributing water to communities within the county.
The newly deployed troops, together with Turkana County officials, later after the meeting, planted over 2,000 seedlings. The officials included Turkana County Secretary Mr. Peter Eripete, County Director of Environment Mr. Clement Nadio, and County Director of Forestry and Wildlife Ms. Pauline Musie.
And finally, the Military Police Corps, in partnership with Queens of Africa Foundation, planted over 20,000 trees in Kipipiri, Nyandarua County. This is in line with the Environmental Soldier Program, a KDF initiative of securing the environment, and in support of President William Ruto's plan of planting 15 billion trees in the next 10 years to combat effects of climate change.
Speaking during the exercise, the Commanding Officer Police Protection Unit, Lieutenant Colonel Kelly Opio, stated that the exercise is in tandem with KDF efforts towards actualizing environmental sustainability goals.
KDF is taking this very important second role of environment conservation, and as we look forward to planting more trees, we want to really appreciate the presence of other stakeholders who are here, the local community who joins hand, and even those who are able to contribute in one way or the other. We are able to plant 20,000 trees, seedlings, and we are looking forward to plant even more when an opportunity comes again.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Greens of Africa Foundation, Mrs. Jedida Wanyeki, expressed her gratitude to the KDF and other stakeholders for understanding the importance of restoring lost forest cover and repairing damaged ecosystem. The exercise was also part of the reforestation program of the Abadeers after a fire burnt down parts of the forest 3 years ago.
Thank you for the Environmental Soldier Program. That's a program that we started in 2006, and I am happy that since that time until today, it is growing strong.
When people come to the forest, there is something called forest bathing. There is a dose of oxygen. So when you come to the forest, there is a lot of detoxification.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback and viewership next Friday for the KDF Weekly News Bulletin. My name is Senior Private Susan Wanjiru. Goodbye.